Good morning or afternoon, I don't know, whatever the case may be where you're at. Today I thought for my video I would do just like basically like everybody else is doing, goals for next year, like my reading, just life in general goals, channel goals, just all the goals basically. So I'm not going to do them like in any particular order. I'm not going to go like all my reading goals, all my, I'm just going to go to the ones that I feel like I should talk about first. The first thing is definitely I want to get a laptop this coming year, so I can start learning how to edit I can have quality videos up for you guys and not have to just do this every day and you see every little thing. So that's one thing I want to do. I'm hoping that I can do that by tax time, which usually we don't get our money until sometime in March by the time my husband gets his, what are you going to call it? By the time he gets his, all his papers and stuff for taxes, it's usually, like the first or second week of February, so, yeah. So, if we have enough money, that's the first thing I want to do. Otherwise, I'll probably get it at my birthday, and no, that ain't until the middle of, when summer's almost over, but I'm hoping to at least have it by then, for I can at least by the end of next year learn how to edit and have quality videos out for you guys. I want to try to hopefully get it good enough that I'll start getting some subscribers, because I would like to have between 100 and 150 subscribers by the end of next year. And I'm hoping that if I learn how to edit and stuff and do other things, yeah. So I want to start learning how to be more creative with my videos, because I know I do the same videos over and over and over and over and over and over again. So I want to try to figure out like a tag that I can do. At least one fun tag that I can create on my own. Let's see. And I want to be able to do at least one read-in vlog this year during one of the readathons. That depends also on if I can get a new camera. I did get a camera last Christmas, but that camera doesn't work very well, so I was gonna see maybe I could give that camera to Hannah, because she doesn't have a camera yet, and Robin got one this year for Christmas. So maybe I can give Hannah that camera, and my husband will let me get a different camera. And if that's the case, tell me what kind of camera you guys would suggest. That's going to be my question today. Sorry, I keep getting this message on my phone, and it keeps distracting me. Sorry about that. But yeah, so that's another thing. Like I said, I want to try to get a new camera. Because, like I said, this camera does not work with a darn. I've tried a few times and it just will not work for me right. So, I gave up on the camera, so that's why I never use it. That's why I'm always using my phone. So, I want to get a new camera if possible. I want to get a laptop where I can start, like I said, doing editing and all that fun stuff. And, of course, doing vlogs. Let's see, what else did I want to think about for my actual channel? I want to, I already participate in a lot of readathons, so I actually want to, step back a little bit, still do readathons, but not be, my whole focus. I want to, unless the readathon, I can get, I can prepare in advance, and make sure I can fit a lot of my books that are on my TBR, because I have so many books. I didn't even count, but I have so many books still that I need to read. So I really want to, work on trying to find stuff that only if it fits for those prompts. For I'm not having to go out and buy a new one, or have to go to the library and get one, because I want to be able to read the ones that are on my shelf. Another thing is, I get so many books, as you guys know, because I get a lot of book boxes. And half of the books I don't read. So that's another thing. I want to start reading more of my books that I get from book boxes. Like, I have so many books on my TBR, and a lot of them are from the boxes. So yeah, I really got to work on that. So I'm still going to be buying books because, hey, I love to buy books. And, if there's a new book out and I want it, I'm going to buy it. So as long as I have the money. But I always make sure, like I said, that I always have the money. So yeah, so that's another thing. Another thing is, for my reading goal, is I'm not going to tell you how many I have, but I got so many books from NetGala. So many. And I never read them. And my percentage is low. I mean, really, really low. I want to work on getting all those books read, get them up there, and not request any more until I get it to at least, because I'm way below 50%. I'm just going to tell you that much, way below 50%. So I at least want to, by the middle of the year, be at 50% on the ebooks that I got from them. Because I am so bad. So bad about requesting them and not reading them. Yeah. So it's low. That's all I got to say. Another thing I want to do is to start writing down stuff. Like I'm always starting to do buddy reads, and I forget to write down on my buddy reads who I'm buddy reading with and what the book is and when we're supposed to buddy read. So I want to start writing that down. I actually have a paper over there, and I already wrote down a couple that I'm doing in January with a couple of people. So yeah. So I want to start writing down better. Another thing is Goodreads. I always say I'm going to read so much on Goodreads, and then I forget about, like when I'm done reading the book, I forget to review it and put it on Goodreads. Because I know I'm past my goal on there, but it says I'm way behind on my goal because I forget to do it. And then I forget to write down the books I read each month. So I get lost and forget what I read. So that's another thing I need to do. I'm going to write down. As soon as I read the book, I'm going to write it down and then write the review right away. Because, like I said, I'm bad at it. Let's see. I want to start doing I know I do some reviews on here, but I don't do enough reviews. So I want to even do more reviews on here. I want to get better at doing reviews because I'm not good at explaining myself. So I want to learn how to explain myself better when I'm doing the reviews. So that's another thing I want to do. I want to start, so like I said, I want to start writing down when I read, when I started reading, when I finished reading, what I gave it, how many pages were in the book. I want to do all that. I'll know at the end of the year what my stats are, because I don't have any idea what my stats are. If you ask me right now, how many books did you read this year? I couldn't answer you. I could not answer you. I could say probably over 50, but I don't know how many over 50. But I know I've read over 50. So it might have been even close to 100, but I don't know because I don't write it down. So, right now, I couldn't even tell you what I read this month. I could assume that it was 10 to 12 books. Could be a little more, could be a little less that I read this month. So I need to learn how to write that down right away because I'm lousy at it. So yeah. Let me see, what else was I thinking about? This is why I need to write stuff down, because I had all this in my brain and I was remembering exactly what I wanted to say, and then I didn't write it down. So I got to learn to write it down. Oh, I know. I want to start reading more different genres, because the only books I really read is sci-fi and fantasy. I'm not going to stop because those are my favorite. When I do my favorites, you're going to see a lot of it's fantasy and sci-fi. There might be a couple of other little things added in, but I don't read a whole lot. I want to read at least a couple of classics this coming year. I'd say at least 4 to 5 classics I want to read this year. I want to read at least 5 to 10 contemporaries this year. Because I have at least 10 to 20 contemporaries on my shelf. I know I do. But I push them back and I read fantasy and sci-fi. So I want to start reading more of that. I know I have some mysteries on my shelf I haven't read that I got. I want to start reading more mystery books. I want to maybe at least like get out of my comfort zone a little bit and also read at least 2 horror books this coming year. Maybe more if I really like it, but right now 2. And I already have like 2 books I really want to read, but I'm really scared to read one of them, and that's It. I'm really, really scared to read It. But I'm so curious like how it differs from the movie, because the movie scared me to death. I could not, I used to love clowns. After I saw It, that was it. I could not, I'm scared to death of clowns. And I want to get over that so bad. Yeah, because I'm scared to death of clowns, and I used to love them to pieces. So I want to get It from the library and read that. That's one of my scary books I want to read. And the other one is, what's it called? The bird one that's on Netflix now? The Bird Box or Bird, whatever it's called. I want to read that one. That looks like it would be very interesting. So I'm really curious to see it. And one of my friends was telling me that the movie is not that good. Or the Netflix one isn't that good. But the book is really, really good. So I want to read the book. And then I might still watch the Netflix one to compare it. But yeah, so that's another thing. I want to read at least 2 scary books this coming year. I already mentioned one of my other ones, which was I want to read more Brandon Sanderson books. Like I said, I'm reading Skyward right now. And oh my gosh, one of my favorite books of the year, which is you're going to see when I do my video. Even though I'm not done with it yet. I know it's already one of my favorite books of the year. Because, oh my gosh, I'm always thinking about it. And I always want to get back to reading it. So, oh my gosh, yeah. So let's get off of that. But yeah, I want to start reading more of his books. I want to read, what's the first book in that series? Cinders? Is that what it's called? By Stephanie, what's her name? Not Stephanie Meyer. What's her name? The one that does that one? She's the one, Marissa Myers or something like that. Myers, how do you say it? You guys know who I'm talking about. But anyways, I want to read at least the first one in that one, which is Cinder, like I said. I want to read at least the first book from, oh gosh, it's that one that everybody seems to love with, with Gangsy, or how do you say his name? With the G, where the girl is supposed to, if she falls in love, the guy that she falls in love with is supposed to die or something like that. I know what it is, I just can't think of it off the top of my head. But everybody talks about that book. So I want to read that book this coming year. I want to read, there was another book that I really wanted to read that people talk about all the time. And I can't think of it. Oh, Radio Silence. I want to read Radio Silence. Definitely want to read Radio Silence this coming year. Oh man, why can't I think of the one? I know that that everybody likes it. But I can't think of the name of the series for the life of me. But you guys know what I'm talking about. It's the one, like I was saying, where he's supposed to die. His name's Gansley. Gansley, is that how you say his name? Something like that. And there's Adam and a couple other people. Anyways, I want to read that one. Let me see. There's a couple other books I really want to read this year, but I can't think of off the top of my head. But yeah. So, I'm trying to make sure there ain't nothing else before I stop my video for the day. Well, I can add more down below if I see it, or I'll update it later in the year if I think of other things that I want to add to it. But I definitely want to, like I said, to learn how to edit. I definitely want to learn how to vlog. Even though you guys probably won't want to see me vlog because all I do basically is stay home. I only go out on like Sunday to go to church. And then we go bumming around, go out for dinner. And then usually me and my husband go out one of the days that he's off and go get something to eat and do grocery shopping. That's about it. I don't have much of a life, you guys. That's why I do a lot of these videos. So some other things I want to do is, once the weather starts changing, I want to start going for more walks. Because my health, I know, is not very well. And I know a lot of it's because of my weight. I'm the type, I can't lose a lot of weight because I have, I forget what that's called. Thyroids. I have like a thyroid problem, but mine is where you can't use medicine. Because like if I take the medicine, it like just disappears, like it doesn't help. Like, because they were trying to get me on medicine before, and they took tests and everything, and they couldn't even do, I forget, like, they had to give you, like, a pill or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but mine is, like, hyper and under both, I guess you could say. I guess that's what they say it's called. I don't know what the actual term is, but I had that. And then I get dizzy a lot because I have vertigo. So, like, I can't, like, go for too long of walks because I start getting dizzy. Yeah, so, and I want to try to get my husband to, on one of his days off, to take me to the gym. Because I would love to start going to the gym to lose this weight. Like, I don't even weigh myself anymore because I'm scared to death to know how much I weigh. So I'm scared about weighing myself. I know I weigh at least 170, probably 175, if not more. Or maybe just a tiny bit less. But I know I weigh between 170 and 175. So I want to so bad to try to get down to 150. I don't know if I can. Because like I said, it's so hard for me to lose weight because of my thyroids. But even if I can lose like 10 pounds and get let down to like 160, 165, somewhere around there, I think I would be a lot happier. Because I might not look like I'm real fat. But I am. I mean, you could tell in my face that I'm fat. And yeah. So I want to try to lose some weight. That's one of my goals. For my personal self. That is my main goal. Because I'm just not healthy. And I know I'm not healthy. So I want to get more healthy. So like I said, I would love to go. I want to start going for more walks. And I want to start going to the gym. So those are my main goals for myself. And like I said, I want to still be doing readathons, but I want to make sure that I read the books that, that's on my TBR. Like I said, I want to read more of my books that I get in boxes. Because like I said, I've only read probably like 5 to 7 out of all the books I got out of my book boxes, and even that. And basically the only ones I've ever read were some Owl Crate ones. So I want to start reading like Beacon ones that I get from Beacon, Sparrowcraft that I get, Fae Crate that I get. I mean, this is going to be, Skyward is going to be the first Fae Crate book. I mean, that I got from Fae Crate that I've finished. That's it. So yeah, I really need to work on that. And I got to work on the books that are on my TBR right now. Because I have so many books on my bookshelf. So yeah. And like I said, I'm going to start writing down more. What I read, when I finished it, what I gave it, how many pages were in it. Yeah. And I'm going to start doing more. Putting it more on Goodreads. And my goal this year is to at least read 60 books of different genres and not just sci-fi and fantasy. And like one or two contemporaries, and that's it. Yeah. So that's it. What are some of your guys's, like personal goals for next year? YouTube goals, for your channel, your reading goals? Let me know down in the comments. If you like this video, please subscribe. And remember to hit the bell icon so you'll know whenever a video of mine is being uploaded. Remember, if you like this video, to like it. Thumbs up. And remember, if you ever need anybody to talk to, I'm here. Just comment down below and I'll get back to you. If there's any like classic books that you guys want to read, maybe do a read along together with, let me know, and I will see if I can get that book and we can do a read along to one of those. Oh, another one is I want to try to read, I don't know which one is, I don't know if Lord of the Rings is the first one or what the title of the first one is. So, but I want to read the first one in that series. So yeah, that's another book. That's another book I want to read this coming year. I know my husband has a couple, I just don't know which ones he has. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to let you guys go. And hope you guys all have a great day. And I can't wait if you haven't put your goals up yet and things. And you're going to. I can't wait to see it. And I will talk to you guys all later. Lori out. Mwah.